Welcome. I'm making this video to talk about my game Precipitation. This game is available on the Android Play Store as a beta release, so make sure you download it. Basically, Precipitation is a game in which you control an aircraft that is going around a dwarf planet with raining meteors. Um, there are abundant red meteors that you need to dodge, and there are the occasional golden meteors that you need to collect. Each golden meteor will reward you with a single point, and the goal is to collect as many golden meteors as you can. So, talking about the mechanics of the game, players actually cannot control the forward velocity of the aircraft, they can only maneuver it left or right. Additionally, they can rotate the camera to view the environment around the aircraft and spot any potential red meteors that might be coming their way. Um, Performing a forward action, however, on the left virtual joystick will cause a sharp boost in the aircraft's forward velocity. However, this will use up your reserve hyperfuel. The purpose of hyperfuel is to provide such speed boosts. Hyperfuel can be refilled by acquiring one of the 4 power ups that randomly spawn on the map. The other power ups include things that will improve your survival. So, a power up can increase your jump height, it can decrease your size, or it can decrease your speed. All of these will help you better navigate through the planet and avoid red meteors. However, the effect of the power up will wear off after 13 or 14 seconds. So, talking about the game design ideas that went behind this game, uh, after making Verita, my idea with this game was to create something that was fast paced and casual at the same time. The planet's gravity attracts everything towards it, including the aircraft and the meteors. This results in realistic parabolic trajectories for the meteors as they rain down on the planet. This really goes a long way in adding realism to the physics of the game. Um, However, the area where the game is lacking is in providing a definitive focal point for the player's actions. Um, the player can feel lost in the first 5 to 15 seconds of the game when golden meteors are hard to find and it is difficult to chase after something that you don't see. Um, but I am working on a feature that works like a direction marker that can point towards the nearest golden meteor that is resting on the planet. This, I think, would go a long way in improving the player's engagement with the game. Coming to the development of the game, building this game took me approximately 3 to 4 months, but it is not complete yet. There are quite a few things that I would like to add, but for now, I thought that it can be rolled out as a beta release so that people can play it and give me some valuable feedback. Um, this is the first game that I've built using Unreal and C++. This was a great learning experience that really made me familiar with the Unreal Engine. I chose to use Unreal Engine because I had already worked on Unity once and I wanted to try Unreal to understand how it can be different than Unity and get some perspective on the different game engines out there. Um, so to make the 3D models, I had to learn the basics of Blender, and so I made the 3D models myself. They are not very fancy, but I can use them. There are 3 very clear future goals that I have with Precipitation. Number one is I'm looking at some objects in the game that can have their own gravitational fields, and the purpose of these objects would be to influence the trajectory of the meteors and the aircraft. For example, I am exploring with a sort of a mini black hole that has a very strong gravitational field, and if the aircraft goes too close to the black hole, it will be sucked into it, and that will also result in the game ending. Uh, I have already talked about the direction markers that I want to incorporate in the game. So the way I would like to do this is to have sort of a mini map where the player can see the nearest golden meteor, And uh, lastly, I am also looking with this game as with Verita to collaborate with an artist who can create better 3D models, because I do want to improve the look and feel of the game. I really believe that game with good graphics is much more immersive.